oftentimes, we have the habit of looking to other people for a safety net in their company, in their kind words, their positive affirmations. And we always look to other people when we're facing hardship, when we're facing difficult times. And let me just say this, it's very normal to go to certain people when you run into a problem, when you're going through tough times, and you need that voice, you need that person to confide in. But nowadays, for a lot of us, we don't have that safety net in a friend, and a true friend. We don't have that safety net in our family or co-workers, because oftentimes when we're facing difficult times, we're facing setbacks in life, we have to go through it by ourselves, okay, whether we like it or not. We have to deal with that problem on our own. We have to deal with the frustration, the psychological warfare of our trauma. We have to deal with that and battle through that. Battle through, our past selves. When we're trying to be better and trying to do better, live better lives, and we're moving away from our old self, it can be very painful moving away from your past self. To do away with the old you and to be transformed. And honestly, it's a painful process, if you ask me. And it's not like you have a whole bunch of people that is rooting for you to make it to the other side. And the reality is, most of the time, you have to battle it by yourself, because you may not have that community, you may not have that safety net in friends or family. You probably look at your family and they're distant. They don't understand certain things. They don't really understand you at all. And 9 times out of 10, some people nowadays are not even close with their family anymore. They're not even talking with their family. Certain friends, they only use you, they only talk to you when they want to borrow some money. They just want to hit you up whenever there's drama in their life. And, they want to talk to you about it. They want to fill your mind with gossip and negativity all the damn time. And they're not true friends to actually listen or hear you out or be there for you when you need that shoulder. You need that one-on-one talk. And for me personally, this is something that I've had a struggle with for a long time, of finding true friends in my life. Oftentimes, I'm thinking I got true friends, these are my group, these are my people, and then I get too ahead of myself thinking that these group of people are actually down with me, but they show themselves later to be fake. They show themselves later to be disingenuous and to show exactly they are not a true friend. See, a lot of times you just have seasonal friendships. You got seasonal relationships that are not even legit. They're not beneficial in any way to you. And sometimes, like I said earlier, people can rather use you for certain things, take advantage of what you have, your kindness, your empathy. Some of y'all are friends with people that lack empathy. And they can't show empathy toward you or any sympathy because, well, they simply don't have it to begin with. They don't have that trait to be able to understand, to be able to relate to what you are going through. And once again, I have struggled with finding certain people in my real life, because here on social media, on YouTube, you can find a lot of people that you can relate to. Okay, it's almost a guarantee. You watch somebody on YouTube, you see somebody on social media, and they talk about their problems, they talk about their hardships, and 9 times out of 10 you can relate to their hardships. But it's not like that in real life. It's not like that in your real world. When you turn off the phone, when you get out your house, you go out into your real world outside, there's no one that you can relate to. And it's just like that. You know, it's just like that. You don't find yourself, you know, to really fit in the picture of the people around you. You know? Because you just feel like you don't belong. For a lot of us that go into an isolation period, which is necessary, if you are growing your life, you're progressing your life in the right direction, you're not playing games with your life, you know, you being single could serve a purpose for the betterment of your life. You being in solitude, it has its reasons, right? But you cannot be someone that is desperate for everyone to be in your corner. You can't be someone that is needy all the time for attention. And for me, I don't know how I've been able to do this, but I've been able to master of being alone for a long time. And to like just know how to, you know, handle myself and conduct myself and really prioritize, you know, my life. And of course, I've been having ups and downs, and you know what I'm saying, having a hard time figuring things out, because, you know, me personally, I grew up without having any real fatherly guidance in my childhood, teenagehood. And so going into my 20s, I often felt directionless, lost, confused. And by the time I hit 24, 25, that's when I started to take my life more seriously. That's when I started to say, you know what? I don't like where my life is headed. I don't like the fact that I'm self-destructing. I don't like the fact that I'm playing the self-sabotage game. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna find a way to better myself. I'm gonna make a way. I don't know what that way is gonna look like, but I'm gonna make a way, right? For a while, I was trusting myself with that way. And then eventually I came into the foundation of Jesus Christ. I came into really building my life up through Him and seeking the Lord every single day, nurturing myself with His word and what it tells me to do. And you see, every day you are a project that needs to be worked on. And I'm sorry to say, but the people in your life, if they're not contributing to the project that you are working on every day when it comes to yourself, if there's nobody sharpening your iron and you're not sharpening their iron, then what's the point of any type of friendship or relationship? You know, there's a lot of idleness going on. There's a lot of just lackadaisical vibes from people, and we rather just go and party. We rather just go and waste our time watching a movie, playing video games all the time. Not wrong with those activities, but it's like, what are we really gaining from this type of friendship? When you're friends with certain people in your adult life, what are you gaining from that friendship that's beneficial to one another? Have you thought about that? Have you actually sat down and really analyzed the relationships and friendships that you have in your life? Are they beneficial? Is it moving the goalpost? Is it moving the needle in one another's life? And if it's not, then you may need to reconsider that friendship. Because let me tell you something, man, this is not high school. This ain't childhood no more. This ain't 5th grade, where everybody's just friends for the sake of being friends, for the sake of, oh, this is my favorite movie, this is your favorite movie, this is my favorite color, this is your favorite color, this is my favorite game, this is your favorite game. You know what I'm saying? We're friends based off common interest, okay? It's got to be past that point of just common interest, and it's got to be more to a point of a deeper relationship of iron sharpening iron. And I feel like if that's not happening, then what's the point? If a brother is not being born out of adversity, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Someone can call you brother all they want, but if there was no adversity that was happening at a point in time to where both y'all came out of that adversity stronger as brothers, then there's no point of the friendship. Before adversity, there really is no brotherhood without adversity. And that's just the facts. There is no true brotherhood without adversity. We need to have some type of adversity in our lives that we go through together, and we can come out of it together as stronger than ever. You know what I mean? But like, for some reason, us as people, black folks, we don't want to see each other win in life. We don't want to really support one another at all. And we just lack support and community for one another, encouragement as well. And that's something that in my life I've been very much lacking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, I gotta run this ship myself with the Most High guiding me, because at the end of the day, like, if I don't do for myself, you know what I'm saying, then I'm screwed. I need to do for myself that no one else will do for me. I didn't have anybody teach me how to drive a vehicle. This vehicle that I'm driving right now, I learned on my own. Not saying that I just completely got into a vehicle and just learned on my own accord. I had to pay for lessons, okay? I had to take the initiative of seeking a tutor, okay, and drive an instructor. That's what I mean when I say I had to learn on my own. Because if you have like a family member that teaches you how to drive, then that's great, but not everybody has that luxury of having a mom or dad or older brother, older sibling, or an aunt or uncle teaching them how to drive instead of having to pay for lessons. That's something I had to do. I had to go through the whole entire process of getting a license in order to drive a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I had to do a test, failed 2 times and passed the 3rd time, a computer test, an exam. Had to take that first before I can actually take a driving test and be able to, take lessons and all that stuff. And then having to negotiate at the dealership and first time getting a vehicle, it was a little bit intimidating, but I had to gain that experience. I had to take action in my own hands, okay? I wasn't gonna be someone that is taking a bus for the rest of my life and I'm just gonna settle, taking a cab, taking an Uber. No, absolutely not. I'm 23 at the time, and I wanna get this done now. I wanna start driving now. I don't wanna wait any longer. So it's like, I've been patient long enough. Some people, they start driving at 16, 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? I had to wait till I matured a little bit in order to, I can handle that responsibility. And I went through the process of getting a vehicle myself. No one helped me. I took the action. You know what I'm saying? That was me doing that. You want to get in better shape, you want to, really progress your weight loss journey, then you got to do everything yourself, right? You got to do the work yourself. Somebody can give you tips, advice here and there, but it is up to you to get up off your ass and take care of business the way you're supposed to, as a man or as a woman. So the way I see it, you gotta learn to be self-sufficient. It may sound unpopular to say that, but it's the truth. You gotta learn to be self-sufficient in periods of your life where you're not gonna have a safety net all the time. You're not gonna have those people around you, those friends around you, those family members around you. Okay? So that being said, hopefully this video helped anybody gain some type of clarity, edification. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you smash this like button for the algorithm and subscribe for more transparent content. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out, and peace.